Hey guys, this video will be quite short because I'm reviewing quite a short book, so I'll just be quickly reviewing Brian's Return. So Brian's Return basically tells the story. Wait, that's spoilers. Quick spoiler-free review. This book is pretty good. It's not nearly on the caliber of Hatchet or Brian's Winter, Hatchet Brian's Winter, but it is pretty good, and I'd definitely recommend reading it if you enjoyed those other books, just to sort of give yourself a bit of conclusion if you would like to. Spoilers, basically this book features Brian. He's sort of at school after coming back, being rescued, and he's just pretty triggered, and, life's not really working out for him too well. He's just unhappy, and he just wants to go back to the wilderness, and so basically he talks to his counselor, and the counselor's basically like, yep, that sounds like a good idea. It sounds like you would enjoy being back in the wilderness. And so he makes a list of stuff he wants to buy, and then he goes back to the wilderness, gets flown in, and he was originally going to go visit the people who rescued him originally, but then he decides, no, screw it, I'll visit them at some point, but I kind of just want to chill out in the wilderness. So it's basically the plot of this book, and the book kind of ends with him just chilling out in the wilderness and having that realization that that's what he wants to do. So you can see it's a very sort of short book, and it's not a ton going on, but it kind of just, it's sort of like an epilogue. Like, this book, I feel like, could have been an epilogue to Brian's Winter, for example, which it wasn't. But I feel like it could have been. So it's just, there's not much to say about this. It's like I said, it's good, but there's not as much going on, and it doesn't kind of have the survival stakes as the previous one. So it sort of just feels like a tale of some guy being like, yeah, I went into the wilderness and it was cool, and that's fine. And I enjoy Brian's character. So I'd say that if we want to do some ratings as a piece of fiction, this is probably like a 6.5 out of 10, and as a member of the genre, it's probably like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. So it's still really good, and still like enjoyable, particularly if you enjoyed the previous two. But it's not as good, and it's not kind of in the same caliber, in my opinion. A couple of things. There's this one scene where like Brian beats up a guy. He goes like ape mode and beats up a guy, which just felt a tiny bit cringy to me. I don't know why. It just came off a little bit like trying to make Brian look like a badass, and so it just kind of felt a bit weird to me. Other than that, I'd say that everything in this thing, and there's a couple of scenes where he meets up with this kind of Native American guy, and they talk about like his medicine there and stuff, which I thought was fun and interesting. But yeah, overall, not a ton to say about this. I'd just say it's a short book. So if you've kind of read the Hatchet or other ones and you just kind of want to see what's happening next, just pick it up. I mean, it'll take you it's a couple of hours of audiobook, it's like a podcast. So yeah, you can just kind of enjoy it, see what's going on with Brian, and then kind of see the conclusion to his story, so to speak. So yeah, pick it up if you enjoyed the other books. I wouldn't recommend picking up this book if you haven't read the other ones, because I don't think you'll get much out of it. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty good, and enjoy it if you pick it up. Catch you later.